Hey guys, it's day 168 of startup. So I had a big fight with my co-founder earlier today. It started with some disagreement over the priority of tasks to pick up. And at some point in time, my tone got aggressive, and my co-founder got on that, and it escalated further into a lot of personal attacks on who is bringing what to the table over inactivity and lack of commitment and a lot of things like that. But eventually it got further to resolution where we tried to understand each other's trigger points, what gets us irritated, and expectations, and how to resolve such issues going forward and make sure that such issues do not clashes do not occur. Interestingly, this is not the first time we had a clash, but yeah, this is the first time we moved towards personal level where we moved away from that. Like usually we have an aggressive discussion over a topic, but this is probably first time we moved away from discussion over the topic to more personal things. uh, but yeah, we have had more aggressive tones and more aggressive argumentation over the topics uh, earlier also. So this, but luckily it got resolved today. And of course, like, I know my co-founder for a very long time, so it's not like it would not have gotten resolved. So this actually takes me to the second part of this video where I see, like, at least I was part of Antler, and Antler was after me to get a co-founder, but I was very sure that I will not get co-founders so quickly. But the Antler model is based on getting a co-founder within 7 weeks from a person you never knew before, and they have activities for that. But here where I want to really convey my opinion, like, hey, co-founder relationship is such a difficult and crucial relationship. It's almost like a marriage. One cannot really take it so lightly. And my co-founder, I know him. Like, he was my roommate, like actual same room. Like, this is the room. Like, we had two beds in that room. We lived together in that room for 1.5 years together. We were in the same job. It was our first job in a company, and after that we have worked on multiple startups together. Like, I have known him for 15 years maybe, and still we are not at the same page almost all the time. We, through the startups, we went through the same experiences, we read the same books, we had same ups and downs, same learnings. Still, two people are so different and so hard to guess. Even today, like, it's very hard to guess, like, what are each our expectations. So I'm saying that it's a very intense and difficult relationship, and there's a reason for that. Startup is a very risky endeavor, especially if you are being very serious. Then, like, if you're very serious means you, in your head, you want the startup to succeed no matter what, and within a certain time frame, let's say 1 year 2 years. Then it almost requires a superhuman strength, superhuman amount of effort from both of the co-founders. Otherwise it's going to be a default failure. And even with, probably with the superhuman effort, it will still be a failure. But definitely, if you do not want to be completely dependent on luck, then you have to give 200%, or else it will be a default failure. So, just another video yesterday I made about how I was a little depressed after the whole Antler rejection, and I spent the entire day doing nothing. It was a weekend day. Still, someone came and commented on that hey, you're literally doing nothing, you should get a job. So this is what a founder's life is. Unless you are really putting, like, killing it through like 200 300%, people are just waiting there to tell you that hey, you should just get a job, you're wasting your time. So by default we are at failure, we are at zero. So it's pretty much like a war zone. Like, if you see in some of the movies, people show some group of 7 or 8 people, they get stuck in a very difficult situation. Maybe some monster is coming, dinosaurs are coming, and how they're, because of that situation, constantly fighting with each other. So I think the startup environment is like that. You are in that war zone, and it's kind of like your life and death depends on the right decisions. So you want those decisions to be made according to your viewpoint, what is correct to you. It's very hard to compromise there. So yeah, when you're in an office environment, you can compromise. Yeah, people do fight because of egos, but otherwise overall people do not care really. Someone working for Apple or Facebook really doesn't care about what Apple or Facebook does. So so that is why even if you become a co-founder with your office mate, then unless you have seen that war situation together where the stakes were high and everything depended on you, and there was little negativity involved because of almost failing kind of situation, you would probably not know the other side of your co-founder, the other side of your office mate. So co-founder relationship, you can only get into that kind of relationship if you have been with someone together in a negative stressful situation where you had to make decisions together in that situation and actually really get to that whole conflict situation, and also how having together to resolve that conflict, you have a strategy together to resolve. So yeah, anyways, I think what I'm trying to say is that it's hard. Don't do it like in 7 weeks, and don't take it lightly, and take a lot of time to really know who's a co-founder. Otherwise you'll probably do better alone. So that's it.